What was meant to be a trip to Vic High Country has turned into a 7-day adventure through Mount Kosciuszko. With a 5-hour drive from Sydney, our destination set is for Bears Flat Campground.
The crew we've got joining us this week: JB in his ARB-ified Prado, Ads in his Pajero Sport, CJ in Black Betty, his MR Triton, B in the Jeep Wrangler, JA in his 100 Series Land Cruiser, and JP in his trusty Prado.
Leaving a campground marks the beginning of an adventurous journey. The air is crisp and clear, a testament to the sunny weather that graces the day. The first challenge is a river crossing where the crystal clear waters flows gently. As the forward drive enters the water, it's a moment of exhilaration. The vehicle handles the crossing with ease. Once across, the landscape transforms. The dirt road leads to a bridge that seamlessly blends with the natural beauty of the river we just crossed. We decide to stop outside the entry to the campground so we can wait for the remaining forward drivers to plan out the day.
Flick over a handset to Johnny.
With JB leading the convoy, he takes us through the Groggin Campground, as there are several tracks just across the Murray River to explore. We've made it to the entry of the Murray River. The guys are doing a quick check by walking the river crossing to ensure it's not too deep. Some of us have never done this crossing, and being our first time, we want to make sure nothing goes wrong. With the team doing a successful walk across, JB in the Prado is the first to cross. As you can see, the river is up to the bumper on JB's Prado. The river is flowing steadily to suggest no one should get pulled downstream. With the majority of vehicles in the convoy having a mixture of lifts and tyres up to 35 inches, the crossing of the Murray was safe and easy.
I'll take a video of you guys crossing, so just stay there, just park my car at the top.
With JB crossing that river easily, he's decided to go and park his car so that he can come back down and guide the rest of the vehicles through the river. Now it's the turn for Byron in the Jeep Wrangler to cross the river. On the other side of the Murray is a slight climb out with a rut halfway up, which you cannot see until you get closer. This will prove to be challenging for some. Here we have JA crossing over in the Land Cruiser.
Piece of piss!
Next across is Adam in the Pajero Sport.
Here is where my mind exploded with a million thoughts, such as I don't have a snorkel, are my diff breathers high enough, is my car waiting depth high enough, am I going to magically turn into a boat and float back down river to our campsite? You get the point.
Last one to cross over is CJ in the MR Triton.
Waiting at the entry to the Murray, I realised I had not selected 4HLC, so my vehicle was still in 4H, and with no room to manoeuvre and engage the right mode, I had no choice but to plough forward.
Yep, come up. When you hit the bump up here, get this side, passenger side.
On the exit, as our viewers can see, I was unable to gain enough traction to push forward out of the river
So when
exit.
you're coming up, you want to have your right tyre facing the wall, and you want your left tyre to come up slightly in the middle. So you're coming up more towards the right here, angled towards me.
Needless to say, my cheeks were clenched and my heart rate was incredibly
You've
high.
got too much of a climb on the left, so you need to come more right here.
With some reassuring words from the lads and a bit more power, the mighty Pajero steams ahead and lifts itself out of the slippery exit.
Perfect. See, you can never take that same line. So come towards me, drive towards me, have your right side towards me. Come to your right, yep. Come towards me.
Mind you, CJ's Black Betty, who is sitting in the correct traction control mode, eats up the exit like he's parking in the driveway at home.
After getting all vehicles across the Murray successfully, we took a brief stopover to gather our breath, calm our nerves, and discuss where we wanted to head next. Our original plan was to attempt tackling Mount Pinnabar. However, based on local experience from JB, who's a regular to Geehi area acting as our tour guide, who has been frequenting these parts for 40 years, he recommended to take the Davies plane track instead, as it was better suited to our vehicles. The Pajero and Triton, for example, didn't have suspension lifts, and given the early afternoon time, we had a better chance of tackling Davies plane before sundown and needing to return to camp. To top it all off, we wanted a beer and some grub.
The Big Prado leads the convoy up through Davies Plains track, which according to HEMA maps is medium grade, so what we would consider to be within our comfort zone. Track conditions were favourable, however we did notice a lot of fallen foliage, branches, trees, rocks, etc. That could have easily damaged the vehicles or put a stop to the drive entirely. While not an overly technical track, there were some narrow switchbacks and mild water crossings before arriving at our destination. Overall, from entering the Davies Plain track to our first stopover for lunch was about 30 minutes from start to Buckwong Creek. Little did we know we'd have another river crossing to contend with. However, with previous learnings taken into account, this one presented little objections to the crew, namely myself, whom had already experienced my teachable moment earlier.
So I'm not sure if you noticed here, but I made a mistake. I kind of miscalculated the exit to this. I thought it would be easy and I could let go of the acceleration, but instead I stalled the car. Thus crossing the second river of the day, we decided to pitch camp and have a bit of a break and have a chat to ourselves to see where we're going to go next on the track.
So that is number 2 river crossing for the day. Ooh-wee, my heart rate is in my throat. So worth it.
Go.
So now we're making lunch.
Just say go.
This is gonna be fun. This is all fun.
Looks really sketchy. Yep. Mate, my whole car will fit in that thing.
I agree. So, that's why we do a recon. So we've got to work out.
There's no other trail around that, I don't think.
Well, let's go really high. I don't know. Let's figure it out.
There is another bit here, but
Yeah, tell me about it.
We'd noticed the next section of Davies Plain unfortunately had a track closed sign, apparently 600 metres ahead, so decided to do some scouting. 600 metres might seem like nothing, however this was quite steep and very uneven ground.
This is one heck of a walk. Woo. But this is why we walk tracks before we do them. Make sure we know what we're driving into. That rutted section a little while back looks sketchy as anyways, we'll see. Okay.
Things we do, a 9 to 5 Exodus. It's about living, right?
Damn straight.
After our scouting trip inevitably ended with the main track for Davies Plain being closed, we returned to the Prado and slowly cruised our way back down to the rest of the crew.
Watch the bump. Hold on. I'd be hanging on with two hands there, buddy.
CJ thought he'd enjoy the scenery by hanging off the side of the Prado. That sure is one way to travel.
With the impassable ruts on the track, along with the track closure further up the path, our timing was unlucky, so we decided to double back the way we came. With it now being later in the day, it was decided to make our way back to camp so we wouldn't get lost at night, but not without first taking a trip through the Groggin Campground to take in the scenic views and attempt some fishing along the river for a short stop.
The following day, after some pikers decided to return home, JB, myself and CJ decided what better time to take an ice-cold plunge in the Geehi River. To say this water was cold would be the understatement of the century. I've never felt water so cold in my life. However, the upside is the sheer adrenaline that your body produces as a result, which we can guarantee is better than a double shot of espresso.
So, we're relocating our entire campsite, and this is team effort. Godard's in the middle, carrying the entire gazebo, seated in the front support. I'm playing back support here. Look at this guy. Front support. Woo! Got pro wood chopper CJ here. CJ chef preparing dinner.
CJ chef and lumberjack.
And lumberjack.
And my flannels will actually make sense for one day.
Look, this wood is cutting up. Doing it old man style.
Au natural.
Look at this body. 3 months of hardcore workout.
4 months.
4 months. 4 months of hardcore workout. And even when he camps, CJ is still working that body out. Look at those muscles.
Hear that?
That definition in his arm.
That was on purpose.
You can see the rip right through his body.
Wait.
I've run off to grab a bottle of cooking oil to help CJ shine his muscles.
Why not? Yeah, it's not. It's natural.
I don't give a crap. I ain't baby oil, bro. I'm gonna fucking fry in there.
Do you want the garlic oil?
No! No oil!
So as I was saying, CJ with their ripped body, working out, cutting some wood. If you want this body and you want these abs and these muscles and this rippedness,
Turn it around and then you'll see who's my trainer right now.
you've got to work it hard. Trust me. Meanwhile, over here, there's fire trying to start.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere now.
It has been starting for the last 5 minutes.
Last half an hour.
This is why CJ is cutting more wood.
Hey, good shot.
Because as you can see, we have already absolutely killed this with so much wood that it doesn't want to start fire.
Nah, she's burning, Unfortunately, there was a killer thunderstorm last night, so...
Yes, very big
Fuel is a bit
thunderstorm.
wet.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hello!
Well, it should be deeper now, so... Slightly deeper at least. We'll find out if Siege can stand in the bottom.
Oh, he's going.
No, you go first. Tall people.
Tall people problems. Maybe lift your bum up.
You tend to bump wide.
Yeah, I actually just have to let go.
This is gonna suck!
It is deeper! Yeah, that looks deeper.
Oh, fucking beautiful!
Jump.
Ah,
Jump. Right.
I feel alive!
Except you can't. Except you can't throw. Oh my god! That was a close one.
That is fresh. I'm telling you,
Let's rip it off.
you
Yeah.
just gotta swing in, man. Just gotta get it done.
Alright, coming in.
Go! Hey!
Oh! I thought he was gonna go back into the tree.
That's so much insulation. Oh, this is nice.
Oh. That is just... Up there. Cook!
My turn.
Oh!
It's beautiful!
Oh my god!
Just throw it straight.
That work?
Short people problem.
This is what my balls look like after river crossings. Ready up. Hey!
Well, I hope you all saw that.
And now for the real turn. Let's hope I don't fucking bum slide again.
Beautiful and how hot it is today too.
Oh, there is nothing like that river water, man. That is just...
Pristine. Whew.
Put it lower, put it lower.
Put it lower, put it lower.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
3, 2, 1.
Slidey, that's for sure.
Yeah, we are one float.
And a 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
Group hug in the river today.
Someone's getting a little too excited.
He is, isn't he?
Oh no.
How good is it to bathe in a river?
Beautiful. Why are you talking to a soap box? Is this a soap opera?
Yes, Mumsy.
All reckon true. Get an air
Like,
River Rapids?
I would, but I'm sure. Yeah, like I'm not that carefree, you know.
What's the worst that can happen? There's a, okay, so this is, I've already seen what's out there, right?
You dash and fucking cut yourself on a rock.
You go through these rapids, and literally right, maybe around that bend,
There's another shallow bit like this,
yeah. So you're only walking basically along the ridge from there back, or you have to go all the way around and come back around the fence.
It's more of like if you fall off the mattress.
Why would you fall off the mattress?
On the like on that on those rocks there. Like where all that rapid is, that's all rock.
You know what happens? If it punches your fucking thing while you're in the water, turbo!
John said
Like,
it massages your back, and we're just like, that's great.
I would do it on a proper like tube or something that I can like sit
Rather
in, you know,
Where's the soap?
rather than a fucking.
There's no soap. Why are you giving me no
I'm
soap?
still soaping myself down.
Oh yeah, it is my case.
I'm just enjoying it right now. I don't know why I can't stop.
Actually, where did my soap go? That was in the case.
It's inside the bush.
Oh, it's in the garbage.
This is how we clean.
Yeah. Nothing more manly than a group of boys soaping each other and soaping themselves together in the soaping together
You want me to do your back?
in the wilderness. What's on the menu tonight, Siege?
Hello everybody.
We're in here in Siege's cooking tent.
That we're getting rid of soon. This will not be disclosed on how, but we will be getting rid of it. Tonight we are making burgers. They're freaking easy. Herb and garlic sausages because they're easy. But it's got a twist. It's a melt. A melt, and you will get very, very full.
What's a melt?
A melt is a melt.
So what does the melt consist of?
Burgers.
At Hungry Jack's?
The Hungry Jacks are better, right? No.
What is a melt?
A melt is pretty much where we get the brioche bun and then we actually press it down. The difference is that instead of the patties being inside when you cut the actual bun, put the bun around, lather the hot plate with butter, and then you press down, and there's a fly in my tent. But yes, I do need a few more ingredients that I will grab shortly, but let us just do this first. Pretty much what we are doing is browning the onions because it's easy. If I start crying, just know that someone hurt me and it's not the onion. I don't actually have my apron on because it got damp through the storm last night. Otherwise we'd be doing this correctly. So the best way to check oil is spraying your face. Spray that, let it fire up. We are going to brown the
Uh-oh.
I don't want to do this anymore. Now, first of all, we're going to brown the onions. Don't brown it with a knife. Alright, so I'm going to close the lid on this, and if you want to follow me, I'm going to grab some more ingredients. We're going to have 1 egg each, so just need 3. We also need some burger sauce, very important. I do have other things like mustard, barbecue, and tomato sauce, but we primarily use this. Have bring in the
Stuff, which is the absolute best.
This is Adam.
So, you know what we need? Egg rings.
Why do you want egg rings for?
Because, well, number one, Byron likes to stash them in his little pantry thingy over here from 23-0, which is the envy of everyone in camp. But egg rings, as opposed to just cracking and throwing them in the fry pan and letting them spread all over the joint, allows you to make a really nice, thick, solid egg that'll fit perfectly inside a burger patty.
Wait, are you telling me that you crack the egg and then you put it into the ring on the pan?
That is correct, good sir.
That's amazing. I did not realize egg rings are used for that purpose. When I was given an egg ring, I was like, this ring is so fucking
What do
huge.
I do with this?
How do you fit this ring around this egg that is so small?
Here, let me show you.
Do you like grow the eggs with steroids and they become bigger and then you can put this rubber band around this egg?
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, I didn't know how that works, so that's why I was like, maybe this is how it works. Until you just explained how it works, I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's a different way to do it. Maybe
The
that's...
mystery of egg rings. You've ever bitten into a flame grilled Whopper with a juicy, thick piece of egg on it? Egg rings.
Nah. Really? That's how Hungry Jack's and McDonald's do all the eggs?
Oh, actually, no. They just slice it off from a big roll that sort of looks like a giant sausage of Devon.
So it's an egg ring roll.
It's a processed egg, unlike real chicken eggs.
Look at the steam coming off that.
The art of cracking an egg, ladies and gentlemen. Most people will tap them on the edge of the barbecue or a sharp object in order to crack, but in most cases, unlike the second attempt, first attempt was a perfect example. Simply dropping the egg in most chances, in most situations,
This is not a good example at all.
will allow you to get a perfect crack.
Okay, we are not using this.
That one, unfortunately, probably should have let it cook.
Yep.
But that's okay, this can go into the bloopers reel.
Because that's got eggshells.
Eggshells are extremely crunchy.
Yeah, so these are, we have Wagyu beef patties.
Thank you, Aldi.
Thank you, Aldi. However, the last burgers I made were extra lean beef bits. They were really nice.
Handmade.
Handmade. And rolled, whatever.
And this is something that I really have to get. Cuisine Art Burger Smasher. Patty Smasher. Something Smasher.
Meanwhile, that duck's laughing at you.
So I am just getting the brioche buns ready. But we like our patties smashed. Why? Because it increases surface area and cooking area.
Look at those patties cooking after they're being smashed by the patty smasher.
The good thing about Wagyu is that you don't actually need to lather them in oil because they've got a high oil fat content on them. That's pretty standard with Wagyu because of the marbling.
Whoa, look at that burger.
Onion. So what happens here is now we put some burger sauce. It's the dash. Put the other patty on, and then we smash it down. This is what we call melt, ladies and gents. This is don't need to smash it down for too long because it is already cooked. It's alright if a few of the onions and stuff in. Change it over and let it watch it like all come undone. It's alright, we can still save this as so. Sorry Byron, your burger has fallen apart. No eggs.
Very healthy meal.
Yeah, very healthy indeed. So, that's so. I'll transfer onto a plate. And then any extra bits that were left on the barbecue also get transferred on. Why? Because this belongs to that. And I know presentation is not great, but wait, we're at camp. It's not meant to be. There's the other one. So this is for Byron. Byron, enjoy. And that's it.
Thank you, chef.
There's nothing like burger melts by the fire, setting up the projector and settling in for movie night.
Morning.
So what are we doing today?
We are going to pack down camp very, very slowly, probably after breakfast, and give everything a chance to dry out. It's a lovely sunny day, 28 degrees at its peak. We're then going to take a bit of a cruisy drive up north, about 2 hours, to Yarrangobilly, I think it's called, where there are some hot springs to have a well-needed hot bath after a week's worth of camping. Sleep there for the night and then drive on home in the morning.
With only a few days left in the trip, we decided to pack up camp at Geehi and make our way over to Yarrangobilly. This was a good 2 to 3 hour trip with our destination set for Yarrangobilly thermal pools. Our last sightseeing visit before making our way to our final camp to go home. Embarking on your first trip driving along a dam can be a uniquely thrilling experience. As you approach, the dam itself is a sight to behold, a colossal structure harnessing the power of water. The drive begins with a sense of anticipation. As you get closer, the vast expanse of water on one side of the dam becomes visible, its surface reflecting the sky above. Driving along the dam, you're treated to panoramic views that are both awe-inspiring and humbling.
Where did I climb to get out of here?
Up the hill we go.
Driving through the Great Dividing Range, topping out at 1500 metres above sea level, has shown us some of the most iconic landscapes on this trip. From standing at one of the highest peaks to crossing some of the largest dams we've ever seen, this drive is full of memories from start to finish. The Long Plains region is a gorgeous location that stretches as far as the eye can see. Given we've been driving through windy, mountainous roads for almost 3 hours, we're all looking forward to an overdue drop in the thermal pools of Yarrangobilly.
We made it. How far's the walk is the question. Hey? 1000? 700 meters? Bro!
Look out for snakes. They took a really sketchy path.
Yeah.
Trying to shortcut the road. 700 metres. Whew. A long way down.
It's a pretty steep decline. Can't really see it, but
Trying to get those steps
walking
in,
up,
boys.
it's going to be really hard for me. Look at that, straight up.
We're about halfway there. We are in the Yarrangobilly caves and we've walked almost 700 metres to
in the cave.
this geothermal pool down here. Well, no, the caves are nearby, but you know. It's the Yarrangobilly Caves region, right?
Yarrangobilly.
Yarrangobilly.
This guy. We're not actually in the caves, though.
We're in the fucking Ranga caves.
Are you working up a sweat, B?
No, I'm good. Going down, going up. I will.
Yep, that's why we didn't bring towels, because we're going to dry off by the time we get back to the cars. Hooey! There's a little kangaroo down there. Oh, look at this, it's got a little wading pool for kids. Oh, there you go, B. Wading pool.
My feet going down.
Yep, you and me both. But that's alright. No, it's more the boots. I probably should have put my sneakers on, but that's alright.
B, it's for you.
The Glory Hole Farm.
The Glory Hole Farm. Yes!
Well, they did say it is a wading kiddie pool.
Wow.
I don't know if it's 20
Meaning no offence to the caretakers of the thermal pools, this was unfortunately not the day to visit. What we expected to be attractive and welcoming hot springs was a letdown. A stagnant pool full of algae and kangaroo feces.
It's warmish.
What do you think? Worth it? A little disappointed?
I was expecting not a pool.
To be honest, I think I'm going to go down to the wading.
Rather than this one.
Yeah, this one looks very green.
We drove 2.5 hours to get to the thermal pools, people. 2.5 hours to get to the thermal pools. And we're not going into the thermal pools, we're going into the kiddie pools. The waiting area. Guess we're just seeing how it is.
Look at that algae.
A lot of algae in there, I don't know. Might get poisoned, might die.
Down here is great.
Might grow a branch or two. Maybe I might become Groot number 2, I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
This is extremely algaeous, if that's even a word.
Maybe slippery.
Yeah, I would step on the rug stuff, not the shiny stuff. It is extremely scenic, but yeah, the pool could use a really good clean. Yo, CJ, what are your thoughts? Dip your toes in? We have been driving for 3 hours.
We have been driving for 3 hours, and it's a great spot. Like, it looks really nice. It's, you know, look at the pool. This is the wading and kiddie pool, which looks a lot cleaner. The reason why I say that is because you could see the reflection, but down there, that's all algae. Not exactly something that I want to be stepping on. And yeah, no thanks. No thanks at all. Was it worth it? Yeah. But hey, might as well put your feet in, I guess. But me, still contemplating. Anyway, what are your thoughts, Ads?
Nice.
Oh look, the water's nice, fresh. It's definitely cooling down my feet after a 3-hour drive through the Great Dividing Range.
Which was absolutely beautiful, by the way.
It was absolutely stunning landscape. Great Dividing Range, 1,500 metres above sea level. Lucky we're going through it this time of year because it isn't covered in snow. But lots of windy roads, probably averaging 45 to 60 k's an hour the entire time. Crossed a couple of dams, I think what was it, Tumut Dam, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Someone's drinking water. Wait for it.
Hang on, we'll be back in a sec. How do you feel?
That's great.
And we got some kangas over there just chilling, minding their business.
I think I prefer the river.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% prefer the river that we were in. Could have bathed there, but hey, we won't know until we get here, right? So, okay.
So it turns out the thermal pools were a bust. Dre, if you end up watching this, I did have hopes of bringing you and Migs down here if it was really nice, but unfortunately, yeah, no. It's I think we'll look for something that's a little bit more clean, and plus we would totally have to roll Migs up and down this hill because it's gonna be a killer. I don't know if y'all can see this on the video, but it is incredibly steep. So
The fact that our shorts are wet, we're taking bets that by the time we get to the top, it's going to be completely bone dry. And Byron over here is getting a bit of a push from his mate Siege. Nice deep breaths. Nice deep breaths. Don't suck in a fly.
My face was not exactly in the ideal spot either.
Well, if he passes gas halfway up the hill, he'll move faster.
And I will completely stop.
Stop, drop and roll. We will see you all when we get to the top. So we've gotten about 2 minutes into the walk and it is hella steep. CJ, of course, is not even breaking a sweat. Me, not doing too bad, to be fair. B, on the other hand, is absolutely hating his life right now and is probably going to hit me for this, but that's okay, it's all in fun. Come on, buddy. Keep moving. Nice, easy breaths. If we need to stop, we stop. And keep an eye out for snakes. Got a brother helping out a brother over here. Give him a little boost. We have some undies that got left behind. Calvin Klein G-banger.
That's me.
So, we've figured out why B was struggling so much. If you can see what has just been dropped onto my back, which I'm going to flip over to CJ soon. There's probably an extra 100 kilos in this bag. I'm not exactly sure why someone would want to carry 100 kilos in their bag down to a thermal pool, but hey, what do you reckon, B? What's a good enough reason?
Camera guy, man.
Camera guy.
You have a GoPro! A GoPro! You don't need a bag!
You still need a bag for a GoPro.
Oh
I'm in agreement with CJ here. The handheld
Batteries.
GoPro would have been
a battery is this small!
This is one heck of a walk. For reference, it was somewhere way down the bottom in the gully there. I mean, it says 700 meters on the sign, but whew, 700 meters of very steep incline. All right, coming up to the turn. So the Iron Man of the group, CJ Mallory, has decided to strap the 100 kilo camera bag to his back and run. Mind you, he's doing this in boots, so
Come back.
here we go.
He's coming up here.
Yes, he is. And he's gone. And he's starting to pause. No, he's powering through it. I can still see B. CJ has almost reached the finish line and actually stopped walking. Or running, sorry. Nice work, mate. Nice work. Right, now we're gonna jump back in the Forbies, find the way out of here and go and set up camp at, what was it? Ghost Gully something or other. Ghost Gully Campground or something or other. Up here in the gorgeous Great Dividing Range. We'll see you again in camp. That is, unless we get hacked to bits by axe murderers or something or other, because it's got to get the name Ghost Gully from somewhere, but you know, we'll find out the hard way.
I'm scared. I hate paranormal stuff. psychological aspect.
It's alright, I'll hold your hand.
With the thermal pools not being what we expected, we are now heading to our final camp of the trip, staying at the Gully Campground in Long Plain. We're here at the Gully Campground. We were at Bears Flat Campground previously, and we just took a drive to the thermal pools at Yarrangobilly, and now we made our way out here. As you can see, look how beautiful this view is. It's quiet, no one else is here, and we're now in the process of setting up camp for tonight. So I will get my setup going, but my job is to get Starlink up and running for everyone. I'm the provider of internet, while these guys are setting up for fire, for cooking, getting ready for tonight. There's Starlink there, and it's back of my Jeep.
After a disappointing leg dip in the green thermal pools, we're all a bit exhausted and looking forward to a long nap before the return trip home.
Saturday, the 11th of November. We are slowly packing up at our final campground, Gully Campground here in Long Plain, New South Wales, just off the snowy mountain highway. A lot of us have got our swaggers already out in the sun because we're just drying them off from the freezing cold dew that we had in the morning. As you can see, absolutely beautiful. Not a single person here in sight apart from us. You get an occasional car driving past with boats, and you know, looks like there's a boat ramp or something down there where everyone's going, but so far, yeah, our holiday between the guys is coming to an end. It's been an amazing experience so far. We got to experience a fair bit of Mount Kosciuszko, went to Bears Flat, crossed into Victoria a few times, crossed the Murray River, swam in some of the rivers themselves. You know, we got to drive across the Great Dividing Range, ended up in the hot springs in Yarrangobilly, something like that. I can't pronounce it right. I'll get it right one day. But yeah, we're here and just taking our time, camping up the site, closing up the site, packing up the site's a better word. So that's just my little table along the Jeep. There's my swagger. These swaggers are great, by the way, especially when you get like a stretcher in them. Have lots of space. This is just our little setup we had last night for dinner, cooking food and just having stuff to eat. But yeah, I hope you guys liked the episode. There will definitely be more trips coming, so if you like it, make sure you follow and support, and we'll take you on the 9 to 5 exodus away from the grind and into the wilderness. See you next time. Next time on 95 Exodus, Watagans gone wrong. What happens next? Like and subscribe.